Hey guys, in today's video, I'm going to show you the concept of linear independence, but I'm going to show you it visually rather than solving a matrix, because a matrix might seem too abstract and you won't actually understand why it is that these two matrices might be dependent or independent. So, in 2D space, a pair of dependent matrices or dependent vectors, they will not span the whole R2 space, meaning that they won't span every single point in the x and y axes, while if two vectors are independent, that means that they can span the whole R2 space. So let me show you an example of two dependent vectors first. So v2 and v1 are dependent, and this is because this vector v1 times 2 gets you v2, and that just means that 2 of v1 is equal to v2, making it dependent. And let me show you graphically why it is that they're dependent. So let's graph first v2, which x is 2 and y is 4. So 1, 2, and then x is 4. That is our vector of 2, 4. Now let's take this vector, x equals 1 and y equals 2. Well, x equals 1 and y equals 2. They meet right here. And as you can see, v1 and v2 are literally on the same line. And that means that you can take combinations of v1 and v2 and you can get each other. And even different combinations of v1 and v2, you can get the origin. And if you get the origin by combining two vectors and you multiply both of them by a non-zero value and you get 0, 0, that means that the two matrices are dependent on each other. Because if I multiply this by -2 and I multiply this by 1, that gets me the 0 vector. And the only way that I should get the 0 vector if these two matrices were independent is if I had this is 0 and I had this is 0. That should be the only way. And that's true for these two matrices over here. That's because they don't go in the same direction. So 2, 4 is over here, and 3, 1 would be here and here. So it would point this way. As you can see, they point in different directions. This is easy to visualize in 2D space, but it's hard to visualize as you get to 4 dimensions because obviously humans can only comprehend up to 3 dimensions. But this visual representation gives you an idea of why these two matrices are dependent and why these two are independent. I'll see you in the next video.